right, you know what time it is. It's Weather for Weather Geeks time, the Friday evening edition, and it's April the 1st. We are a quarter of the way through 2022, believe it or not. And in this video, we're going to take a look at what we can expect from a climate perspective during the rest of meteorological spring. And of course, we'll take a look at the weekend forecast as well. Climatological or meteorological seasons tend to be, of course, a little bit different than our astronomical seasons that a lot of us think of. This is mostly for tidy record keeping, but our meteorological seasons always begin and end on the same dates. And meteorological spring, March, April, and May. April's kind of the heart of that season, and our average high rises from 54 on the 1st to 67 on May the 1st. So we pick up 13 degrees, matching March for the month with the biggest temperature rise as far as averages are concerned. We also rise 13 degrees with those average high temperatures during the month of March. Of course, it's also the time of the year that we're gaining a lot of daylight. Now, March is the month in which we gain the daylight at the fastest rate, and we pick up the most daylight. We picked up an hour and 25 minutes worth of daylight in March. In April, we pick up an hour and 18 minutes, bringing us to an even 14 hours of daylight by May the 1st. So the days are getting longer rapidly still as we go into the month of April. Now, this is not something a lot of us like to talk about, but yes, it can snow around here in April. Case in point, today we picked up 0.4 at the airport today. Most of this, of course, did not stick today, but we had occasionally a heavier burst of snow here and there, and some sleet pellets, a few raindrops mixed in. And from a averages perspective, usually about 4% of our average annual snowfall falls in the month of April. It is the month in which we see, in any month that it can snow, it's only eclipsed by October on the list of months in which we see the least amount of snow. But still, 4% of our annual snow tends to fall in the month of April. Some years we have none, some years we have quite a bit more. In the meantime, yesterday on the final day of March, we actually had a tornado not far to our east. A tornado was confirmed today by the National Weather Service office in Pittsburgh. They went out and did a survey of the damage in Armstrong County across specifically the eastern part of Armstrong County. Now, this is north and east of Pittsburgh and just west of Punxsutawney in west central PA, and they found EF2 damage. Pretty impressive stuff. The severe weather risk was definitely higher off to the east, but right on the edge of that kind of uptick in the severe weather risk yesterday, the western edge, we did in fact have a tornado in Armstrong County, and more details will be released soon by the National Weather Service office in Pittsburgh. All right, the last of our snow shower and rain shower activity is pushing away this evening. The sky will actually clear pretty rapidly as we go deeper into the evening, and while today was a chilly day, and it's 14 degrees cooler here in the 7 o'clock hour than it was yesterday, tomorrow's going to be a better day thanks to this little bubble of warmth that's coming east. Omaha and St. Louis between 10 and 20 degrees warmer than 24 hours ago, and we can expect similar numbers around here as we go into our Saturday. That being said, the weekend will get off to a chilly start tomorrow with temperatures in the 20s at daybreak, but you'll need the sunglasses tomorrow morning. High pressure will shift off to the east, clouds will steadily increase during the second half of the day, and then this little clipper, this little fast-moving system will scoot our way Saturday night. First thing Sunday morning, this is when the steadiest of the precipitation will be, when most of us won't notice it. There'll be some raindrops, a few wet snowflakes, starting around 2 or 3 in the morning, taking us up through about daybreak. Now, during the bulk of the daylight hours on Sunday, just a lot of clouds around. Maybe there's a sprinkle here and there, a flurry maybe in spots for the morning. Just kind of a ho-hum Sunday in the grand scheme of things coming up on the 3rd day of April. It could be a lot warmer. It should be quite a bit warmer. And then Monday, a warm front is heading our way, and this will be a somewhat milder day Monday, but it will come at a price. We'll see some rain, it looks like, as we go towards lunchtime and into the afternoon. So the weekend forecast looks like this: 52 Saturday, only 45 on Sunday. That's over 10 degrees cooler than the average, but much like today, any snowflakes that we see late Saturday night and first thing Sunday morning will probably not stick to much of anything. So high temperatures compared to the average over the next 10 days. Lots of ups and downs during the first 10 days of April. 10 degrees cooler than the average Sunday. Temperatures rebounding towards midweek. We'll get back into the 60s by midweek, putting us between 6 and 8 above the average by Tuesday and Wednesday. Next cold front looks like it arrives late in the week, and I think next Friday and next weekend may have kind of a similar flavor to today and the upcoming weekend. It's going to be a little bit of a cool stretch. I do expect more consistent warmth compared to the average as we transition into mid-month. I'm starting to become pretty confident that we're going to have some 70-degree days as we go into mid-April. Nothing unusual, of course, for mid-April, but it will be a welcome sight after lots of back and forth during the first half of the month. Another reminder, if you follow me on Facebook, patience. I'm getting frustrated with the process of trying to regain access to my Facebook page. I lost control of it. It was my fault. I did some sloppy clicking around while changing a couple of settings on my page, and now my page has no admin, has no one running it, and trying to regain that privilege, it's like pulling teeth. And at the end of this process, it may be I'll have to start over and create a new Facebook page and ask everyone to follow me on a new page. That is not the ideal situation. I've spent 9 years gathering 28,000 followers on Facebook, and I prefer not to start from scratch, but it may be that's what we have to do. But we're going to give it a little bit more time to hopefully get some sort of response from Facebook and try to get a little bit of help in that process. But in the meantime, make sure you're following me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm still posting lots of weather content on those channels and hope to have my Facebook page back sometime soon. But I will admit it is a very frustrating process. In the meantime, thanks for watching tonight. Have a great weekend, everyone. I'll see you back here for more weather for Weather Geeks on Monday.